It's a real difficult one because I believe if the tables are how I remember them from memory, Mestre is in a win and in type situation. If he beats his adversary here, he is into the final, and then he can forget about everything that's happened previously. And as you gesture to the table behind us.
Just a caveat here, only mobile is updated.
Okay.
Just so you know, so the group stage for console still needs to be updated.
Sure.
So.
I think,
just wanted to
potentially, well, a victory of Kimubi against Eduardinho and Mestre versus Leman could make a tie on 4, and we'll see if the goal difference, because they tie between them, will make the difference between goals and or not. But the reality is that Leman has the advantage in this last match. With a draw, could be above Mestre in the competition, which is the important thing. And then we'll see what happens in Kimubi Eduardinho. But the reality, the focus are into the last match is Leman, that maybe I will define as a more roller coaster, and Mestre that's still not feeling well, but it's just a victory ahead to get through the final. And Mestre in the final will be more dangerous than before, for sure. So we'll see.
Almost seems like, Semra, we haven't seen Mestre get out of second gear so far. We're looking for him to move up through those gears to see if he can make it to that final. But I'm glad I'm not an admin, because that console group looks to be very crazy. I wouldn't want to be
potentially. But I would love to see the updated, because at the end of the day, we don't really have a fair assessment of what it is that we're looking at going into this final match. Because
I think they both played the heat at the same time. So
likely.
We will see once we resume the next, or start the next match, we will then have the other match playing concurrently at the same time. So we won't really know until full time the complete lay of the land. But I think for Mestre, the focus is clear.
Win.
And for Leman as well, it's
and if he can win 2-3-0, it's better, no? Because Eduardinho is already qualified. Maybe he can be over-relaxed for the last match, and that could be a room for Kimubi to find a wins. And will everything potentially be decided by goals? And that's a pity, but it's competition, so.
It is competition indeed. We're not ready just yet for the final match of the group stage, or apparently we are, never mind. So let's go ahead and get stuck into this next one then. It's Leman against Mestre.
Versus Leman. This is a big game. One spot is already secured in the console grand final. That is guaranteed to go to Eduardinho. Now, we have seen both of these men fall to Eduardinho so far. There is a chance Kimubi, who has yet to kick off against Eduardinho, could also sneak in. We'll keep you updated, but for now, the situation to see Miguel Mestre, former FC Bayern München pro player himself, make that grand final, he has to beat Leman ahead of him now. We are underway. It is Leman versus Mestre, and it is Mestre in that all-black strip attacking the left-hand goal.
We'll see if which of these two players start to get some control of the match, initiative, and some accurate action that we were missing from previous matches. It's Leman that after a tough battle versus Eduardinho needs to, regroup a little bit his tactics, his play style, and face in front a strong Mestre that I'm sure he's still alive, no? And when he's alive is when he's more and more dangerous. Look at that! The air one right just up. Control, yes, to boost your finishing. For that, Jamal Musiala, player of the week, that as a center forward, why not?
We've
Can't
seen
work
him.
for Mestre the same as working on mobile.
Exactly, you took the words out of my mouth there, Alex. We've seen on mobile that be the player item of choice.
All right.
Here we go, resulting elsewhere. We do have a result.
Look at that. Massive score
against Kimubi. So I don't know if Mestre is watching or has the stream on in the background. If he wins this game, theoretically, mathematically, he will feature in that final.
And as
he is
Musiala
going for the jugular here.
Upamecano with the shoulder shirt. And last moment for Leman. Leman that actually virtually with this row is on into the grand final, but in front Mestre, Miguel Mestre is going with everything he has to make it possible and find that victory. It's good to have that score before that victory of Eduardinho. Obviously 9 on 9 points, the first one ever in this year to accomplish 9 on 9 at the club events. And Mestre will now have finally, and Leman nothing to look at, just focus on this game. It's a final, it's not, it's like a semi-final obviously for a spot into the grand final. When we check the formation, the tactics, this is Leman with Harry Kane in the right hand side, there's Müller in the center, and Mestre with the wingers Sané and Olise as AMF, no? With those two DMF trying to be more safe, I will say, in the build-up play. And the new version for Mestre slightly more secure than before. And we'll see. Still really open, and I love to see at this part of the competition such an important game between two great competitors.
Absolutely, with what is at stake, it just adds to the drama of the occasion. Avoid defeat, and we will see the young Algerian Leman feature in the console final.
Nice ball.
In about an hour's time. He's on the ball here as well.
But the speed of Kane is not that high. The stunning shot, great block by Kim In-jae for Mestre. It's a great decision, because each time was getting closer, Kim In-jae. If you make possible that finishing, maybe you force a rebound, you force a corner kick. In this time, corner kick in favor for the man from Algeria. And then we see yellow card awarded to Leroy Sané.
Brought back for that prior infringement. Opening 20 minutes between Leman and Mestre. Both men want to go for the win here. As Kimmich is just dancing his way around, finds Thomas Müller.
Oh, to the post! No way. He confused two of the players from Mestre plus the goalkeeper.
Wow.
Great move by Leman, but unlucky at the end with a post. Mestre survives. The Spaniard now with the ball. What a chance by Leman. Wow.
Just a little reminder there to Mestre that Leman deserves to be in the position he finds himself in the group table. Miguel Mestre now. And that all changed strip. Goretzka tries to find Harry Kane. And
at the last moment.
Cleared away. But we've seen how good Mestre can be with these long throw-ins into the box. Harry Kane will be the target again here, no doubt.
Another long throw for Mestre, looking for Harry Kane. The pass back, Jamal Musiala, the finishing! Masterclass of Mestre, once again. Mestre with a long throw. And Jamal Musiala to put that quality ball into the net. Once again, Harry, same strategy, working for Mestre.
It's almost like muscle memory for him. Long throw, saw exactly what he wanted, headed down. And the finish, in the end, was easy. Had no men around him.
Yeah, it was really smart facing Harry Kane with Alphonso Davies to 100% winning that header. And great finishing. It almost feels like a penalty for Mestre, that long throw. Once again, finally Mestre leading the game. And, oh my, he did. In fact, he did in the previous game, but now with more time to control and to get closer and look for the victory. Now the response has to come from Leman, that virtually now is out of the grand final.
As things stand, he would indeed fall out of that top two. Has so much time and space. And
Great
it's
super cancel.
Pushed around out for a corner.
This time the Jamal Musiala is not the same one, and it seems not to be as powerful as the centre forward Jamal Musiala. Anyway, good details of quality from Leman.
So Harry Kane for Leman trying to make the corner routine work. Thomas Müller. Oh, that's really nice passing actually. Tries to queue up one of those finesse finishes.
He was looking to the no cone with Harry Kane, but wasn't enough room for that. Sané, Müller, the super cancel. Müller, what a save manually with Mestre at the last moment. It looks like it could be a goal. He's feeling so comfortable at this zone. Leman is trying and trying. Mestre surviving. Great hand. Wow.
Really great hand, and he is feeling comfortable at that kind of range. He seems to know exactly that he is going to catch Mestre on the wrong foot. Harry Kane again the target, a bit far from goal this time around. A little while ago that latest goal came in from the Spaniard. Mestre headed down to Sané though here for Leman. This has been a really good period following that goal he conceded for Leman.
Having a hard time, Mestre, to block and defend those action from those combination passes from Leman that somehow easily is connecting in really difficult passes.
5 minutes until half time here.
Oh,
that could be
Neuer. Our vision seems to be the ball for the striker, but no. Manuel Neuer say, chill guys, he's on my control.
Almost like he comes out of frame from nowhere. Again, we've seen the good and the bad and the ugly from Manuel Neuer so far here at the club event finals.
It will look like maybe for the triangle or maybe for the long ball to Harry Kane. Short pass for Davies.
As you called it.
Oh, nice one.
Towards Leroy Sané.
Oh, double touch.
Lovely skill move there. Goretzka will keep this one alive.
Still
back to him now. Davies with
misclick a little bit.
The cross. I think you're right about that, Alex. Seemed like a missed input there.
2 added minutes.
Now, where are the red shirts here for Leman?
It's the momentum of Mestre to score the second one. I feel it. It's his moment.
Just before half-time.
It's his moment.
It's a Harry Kane!
It is. Miguel Mestre, 2 goals up. Approaching the momentum right before the half-time. Putting some extra pressure on the man from Algeria. Connecting that pass back, and that long through ball was clinical, perfect to the foot of Harry Kane. Look at that, perfect timing, great ball, great finishing.
You can tell that was the exact passage of play he's been looking for all day long. When we saw him earlier against Kimubi, that long ball towards Kane, that 1-2 over the top where Kane just loses the track of the defender. He was looking for that, it wasn't working for him. It's now paid dividends. He's stuck to his game plan, and as a result goes into the half 2-0 up. And a reminder, this scoreline is good enough to see Mestre feature into the console final.
And this level is more close to the actual level of Mestre, no? Definitely, no? We've seen that he's not that dominant, but he's clinical. He's approaching the momentum of that long throw, and then the last chance before the halftime. 2 goals up, and now control the match. And Leman needs to go for it, because it's just not just one. He needs 2 goals to be into the grand final.
Well, Mestre now attacking the right-hand goal, leading 2-0 against the young Algerian, 19 years old, just needs to avoid defeat in this match number 6. And he would steal all the plaudits from us here. Harry Kane in the box for him now. Back out to Musiala. That's defended really well.
Sometimes, like, you think on a nice ball, but you haven't think on the next pass. So you need to think 2-3 times ahead. Another rebound. Neuer. Manuel Neuer. Leman keeps trying. But need to find something else, because it's that tough task, really tough one in front of him. Scored 2 goals in front of Mestre, which is on his peak in this competition. But now trying with Musiala, but seeing how badly Mestre went through the competition, losing against Eduardinho, with that dramatic end against Kimubi, losing the victory in the last second. He's again in the same position than in the round 4 qualifiers of Europe. He needed to win the last match to get through the next round. He made it. He go through quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, and that's why here, and probably with the same strategy. We'll see. Still time to play. Mestre with the pressure. Harry Kane!
It's wide.
Almost
on
in.
target that time around. But he's no stranger to close games, Mestre. Just looking at his route throughout that round 4 that you alluded to, was one game away from not making it to the knockout stages, just being eliminated in the groups. Was able to secure a result there. Had to play Cams in the quarter-final, 1-4-2.
Oh, Mestre, Harry Kane, Mestre, one-on-one, Harry Kane!
It's 3! 2 goals for Harry Kane, makes it 3 for Mestre.
Is Leman completely out of mind, strategy, gameplay? Since he conceded the second goal, is not the same one. Mestre forcing the mistake with that strong passes. Musiala catching the rebound. The defenders, Ito, running out of position, leading that space. Easy through ball. And great, smart decision. When everything looked like stunning, it was a finesse with the outside curler of Harry Kane. 3-0. And it's the Spaniard closer than ever before to be at the grand final.
Closer than ever. Half an hour to score 3 goals against Mestre. It's very, very difficult to do. The only man so far this club event that has done that was Eduardinho.
The attendance for this match
beating Mestre 3 goals to 2 earlier on in their first round of matches. They will likely, unless things change here, face off again in the console grand final. Here are the gears. We were expecting Mestre to move up. He looks way more comfortable now.
And it's not over for Leman, but needs to somehow create something else. And let's score a goal, put some extra pressure on Mestre, and that we saw had a hard time controlling the score in the second game. But the reality is that this Mestre is completely different than in the previous ones, more solid. Yeah, comfortable in terms of at least more accurate. He's able to force the mistake as he usually does. No, he's not a player to play 100% clean on his passes. He forces a lot the mistake from your opponent, and sometimes at this level is the most important thing. No, because to play perfect, to combine perfect every single pass is not necessary and possible as well in most of the time. So that's why Mestre is the best one. We see the similar formation for Mestre 4-4-2 that's working properly in this match. Just natural substitution. Kingsley Coman. We see Serge Gnabry center forward, keeping Harry Kane on top, and left the time keep running. No, I don't want to play anymore. It's your time, it's Leman. Now you have to play. No, it's more or less mentally the situation.
That's exactly what Mestre wants to do. Try and keep that ball in play, try and tick down that clock and just secure his place in the console grand final, make it official. But this is, on the other side, an important crossroads for Slimangs. He knows he is still in contention. If he can get things going quickly, he still has 30 minutes left on the clock, there or thereabouts. It's difficult, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
Just needs a draw.
And I'll keep with the same formation. Could work, but he drastically needs something else. And I don't know how much he has practiced the 3 center back formation, but somehow he needs to risk his lines a little bit in favor of have more strong in attack. And well, we'll see. Only the next minutes will say what's really working on from him. Yeah, seems same 4-3-3 for Leman. It's time to go. 25 minutes left. Spanish. Miguel Mestre leading 3 goals up. And really, really close to face Eduardinho at the grand final.
What a game that could be.
Yeah, we missed that game, so that's why maybe the karma said, no, we have to watch that game. But it's not over, it's not decided.
Coming on the field.
Still on this last match of the group stage on console platform.
Thomas Muller here for Mestre.
Number 10.
Just trying to hold on to the ball as long as he can.
Substitution in progress.
As time is ticking down for Slimangs of Algeria to try and claw his way back in. A draw would be good enough to see Slimangs into the console
first time
final.
that Leman jumps joins attack, but Mestre was expecting that. The super cancel And it is true that Leman is repeating so long during the whole match. Every single time he have a position to shoot, super cancel, open the side, and then shoot. And this time Mestre was aware.
Ooh, bit of a misplaced pass though.
Great free kick.
That is a professional foul, as you said.
Exactly.
A great free kick to concede. You don't want to give away
You lost the
any
position,
chances.
you force a yellow card. That at this point, Harry, is good enough.
And a free kick in towards the box. But it is again defended well enough by Miguel Mestre. The man who spent 4 seasons playing his trade at Bayern München.
Having extra job at this part of the game is Manuel Neuer, no? Controlling those balls. I mean, this is the different Mestre, no? Those control, those accurate passes, even his clears have more sense than what we saw before against Kimubi, for example. Oh, nice move, Kingsley Coman.
Very nice indeed.
1-2 was okay, but then the third one, not enough. 10 minutes left, Harry, and the feeling that Leman has no plan B for this situation.
Sadly, this may need to just be a learning curve, a learning experience for Leman. 10 minutes to go. Is 3 goals down and is against one of the best players in the world, who is just putting on a show for us here with this one-touch passing. And we'll let that one run for a long throw.
Another one, Mestre, another long throw.
Wonder if the angle here might not be advantageous for him. Yeah, Neuer's able to come and punch. 5 minutes to go. Lovely double touch, but tackled well by Leman. Just needs more experience, and it's so difficult to hear that as a 19-year-old. But experience really is the difference in these types of matches. As for Mestre, he's had a long career already, 26 years old, but he's been competing for long spells of his life.
Oh, the chance for Leman has arrived. Harry Kane inside the box. The cross, the pass, the shot! Oh, that cross to Kingsley Coman wasn't enough accurate, perfect to get a finish. Still a corner kick. Goretzka. Kimi finally clearing the ball for Mestre. And let's see how many minutes added on by the referee, Harry.
It's likely not going to be enough, but either way, a consolation would do wonders for the confidence of Leman, who has put on a show for us here at the Bayern Club event finals. A strong competitor, no doubt we'll see him for years to come, putting Algeria, I don't want to say on the map, because of course there's a young man by the name of Ousmane Kabyle you might have heard of from that region, but it does not matter. Mestre has done enough, and he will feature in the Console Grand Final. Commiserations to Leman, but Mestre
Just a quick
was
today.
the man of the moment here. 3-0 the victory. You can see the
for your
statistics all in his favour. And congratulations to him. Our Europe and Africa regional winner will have one game standing between him and the World Finals.
Really solid performance from Mestre. Really happy for him. I mean, it is showed. It's not done until it's done. No, at the end, having a really bad day until now in that first game, second one, finally putting those pieces of the puzzle at the right time, making a wonderful match, beating. I will not say easy, but I wanna emphasize how important is mentally to be ready for this kind of games. Mestre read the game so well. After that leading, that post from Leman was massive. And then the long throw, Mestre winning the header with a Harry Kane, Musiala, boom, into the net. Crucial, because until then Mestre wasn't proving that much. From that moment, Leman started to be a bit more rushing, a little bit in defense, not that patient at the attack. And Mestre found the momentum right before the halftime to score the second one, and then we haven't seen any more Leman, Harry.
It's just, it's textbook Mestre, and that's why I love the ecosystem throughout Konami's club events, because players do tend to lend themselves, as this was the first of many saves for Mestre's Manuel Neuer, to each club's individual play style. We're talking about Mestre, who's played for many years under the banner of Bayern München, knows the club inside and out, knows how they like to play and what they can do with long throws, and whether it's Lewandowski or Harry Kane, they've got a man up there who can win a header and just play to the DNA of the club. That was for his opener. This was to double his lead at the end of the first half.
Perfect execution. I just mentioned it. I think I was to see that coming. I was like, Mestre now having his time, and Mestre with 2 goals up, it's like impossible to turn over the score. And wonderful mate. Leman maybe wasn't that aware of how critical was that momentum, not being that secure in that he built that play, and letting all the way to Mestre, scoring twice. And yeah, from them, Leman was out mentally, to how to approach the second part of the game for sure.
We saw more chances. That second goal, by the way, from Harry Kane, didn't realise it was a volley on his left foot. That just goes to show how nice the pass was. And yeah, there was the finesse outside of the right boot of Harry Kane.
That is a mistake forced by the pressure of Mestre. At the end in football, mistake comes by the pressure, by the action of the opponent, and that way Mestre, especially when he's leading, he is so good to put an extra intensity that sometimes is not possible to handle it, by the players overall.
It was a very nice finish indeed. Harry Kane really coming up trumps for this Spaniard.
Especially this card, let me jump in, Harry. If you're running straight ahead to the goalie, you have the outside curler, you have the finesse, you have the standing. They are that complete card that for the manual goalkeeper is so difficult to predict the direction and what he's going to use.
Well, you could not have written it any other way, Semra. 9 points from 9 for Eduardinho. We were asking for it at the start of the day, but Mestre, the former Bayern München pro player, will go off against him in that console grand final. He's done enough.
He has done enough, and he certainly has managed to go from strength to strength. He started the day at the bottom of the group with 0 points on the board, then he managed to snap up a point, and now 3 goals as well. He's gone from no goals to 1 goal to 3 goals, so it's actually kind of matched the points that he's been able to put on the board as well. So he does finally sneak his way into that grand final. He's going to have some stiff competition though. Look at Eduardinho's stats. 3 wins from 3, as we say, but 12 goals. He's scored double the amount of Mestre, but he has also conceded a fair amount as well. Nonetheless, he obviously is very firmly in a hot seat in terms of being perhaps a favourite at this point in time. Well, obviously we'll come to mobile as well, because it's going to be Tumkaka Mendonça. We already talked about those two. They featured very recently in match 5 against one another. It was a 1-1 draw.